That's on this side. Let's put it over here. I forgot what I was doing. I need to switch to like actual full screen. Let's see. This one. There we go. Let's see if that still works. Okay. Okay. Who knows if these buttons are going to match up? Easy mode. I play in easy mode. Thank you very much. Oh no, multiple save files. It's a work of fiction? What? I thought this is real. Oh, some crust. It's a bright sunny morning. The air is filled with the joyful laughter of students. There's more activity than normal in front of the school gate. A crowd is forming as students are being called over. I wonder what's going on. When I peer into the center of the hubbub, I see my friend and student council president, Issei Ryudo. Yeah, Nero is not real. Do I want to try this voice? Good morning. Lovely weather we're having, don't you think? Why do you look so surprised? We announced at last week's assembly that this month the student council would strictly enforce school rules. I've been tasked with performing inspections to ensure students are in compliance with school rules. Now, it goes without saying that everyone is subject to inspections, even old friends. Oh, that's right. I had to play as, like, the guy first. Now then, uniform inspection time. Collar, check. Pant hems, check. And your socks. How did you check my socks? Dude, those pants cover the socks. Next is the contents of your bag. Notebooks, textbooks, pencil box. Not even a whiff of contraband. Your nails are evenly cut, and your haircut is sensible. Honestly, fuck you, Issei. I guess it's not your fault. It's not Issei's fault. Yeah, there is no bag. Indeed, quite remarkable. You're a model Tsukimihara Academy student. Tsukimihara, wow. Someone like you ought to consider a future in student government. You'd be perfect for it. Oh, but I'd never try to coerce you into joining the student council. We aren't like that. Now then, off to your classroom. Enjoy your day. Before I can reply, Mr. Diligent's student council president is on to the next student's inspection. Hungry for gossip on their way to their classrooms, the students jabber about the inspections. We just ended 2 paragraphs of the same word. Things are always so gently bustling in the morning. Another peaceful beginning to another peaceful day. Yeah, that's it. This whole game is just this. Menu stuff. Does this game actually work with the analog stick? I don't think my analog stick is working on my controller, but just wondering if the game itself works with it or not. Look, I can go faster. Not that much faster, unfortunately. Let's talk to people. You. I have this weird feeling that I'm forgetting something. I just can't think of what it might be. Man, I must have a hole in my head. Maybe if I head back to my classroom. Welcome and enjoy your stay at Tsukimihara Academy. Is that normal? I just wanted to try saying that once, just to see how corny it would sound. It sounds super corny. If you continue right, you'll find the archery range, but you should head for the school building now. It's actually to my left, it's to your right. Your classroom is on the second floor, right? How do you know? If you don't get to your classroom soon, you'll incite Tiger's wrath. Tiger? Wonder who the person with the name Tiger is. Oh? Isn't the archery range open? What is this archery range you speak of? Oh, that building over there to the right. What about it? Well, somebody left their stuff there, but whatever. A lingering scent in the air triggers in my thoughts a soft wave of nostalgia. The archery range seems to be completely empty. The entrance is even closed up tight. So how do you know it's empty? I'd better hightail it back to the classroom. Room 2A is on the main building's second floor. This side gate is closed. If I want to leave school, I should exit at the main gate. Let's leave school. There we go. Milling about in front of the main gate is a crowd of people. Going back to the classroom as fast as possible would be a better idea than getting involved in the madness. I'd better hightail it back to the classroom. Same words as last time. Any way to, like, run faster? Ah, right. Sure, let's just save. The buttons are switched up between, like, this. Between my controller and, like... and the game. Between this controller and a PSP. Not that I'm playing this in any particularly illicit way or anything. Absolutely not. Oh man, I got to go to the bathroom before homeroom starts. My eyes are starting to float. Dude, if your eyes are starting to float, I think you have other problems. This is the faculty office. I don't really have any need or desire to talk with any of the teachers, so I shouldn't go in. I woke up this morning with a splitting headache, and I've been really forgetful as of late. That's me every day. It's faculty office again. This is the nurse's office. I can feel the people inside, but I'm not quite sure how. Anyway, the door won't budge. The academy's garden is up ahead. It looks like it's under renovation, so only those involved in the process are allowed to go in. Oh, let's see. The boys' bathroom. I don't really need to go now. Ah, I hate that camera. Don't do that to me. It's not the worst camera ever. This is room 1A. Even though no one is around, the silence is so absolute that it's somewhat unnerving. How about 1B? This is room 1B. This classroom feels totally lifeless. The lack of students just makes that feeling worse. Why are there no students? This is room 1C. All of the first year classrooms seem totally devoid of life. I wonder what's going on. Oh, look at this weird dead end. Who puts a weird dead end in the middle of your school? The cafeteria is just up ahead. It looks like they're still getting ready. We better head to the classroom. Our classroom? 2A? Ring a bell? No, not really. Oh no! I went to my classroom! No! Dialogue's been missed. Oh, I didn't read that. The chimes raise curtains on humble days, precious as a handful of gold dust. Okay, there you go. As I enter class, I see Mato with a bunch of girls. Why he's so popular is a mystery. Seriously, why is he popular? Shinji. Oh, right, he talks. And then I talk after he's done. Hey, when did you show up? You're so quiet and dull that I didn't even notice you. Oh, it is? Wow, that's an interesting coincidence that I didn't even know. He's only half valid. Which is, I mean, still like 50% more valid than regular Mato Shinji. Even though we've been friends since our freshman year, right? Anyway. Oh, I have to let him talk. Do I need to let him talk? It's just, I can't understand what he's saying. I should probably let him talk. Anyway, don't sweat the fact that you're as boring as dirt. It's not like you can help it. I mean, anyone would seem boring and stupid when compared to me. It's a little early for so much abuse, but as it's Shinji Mato, it can't be helped. His arrogance is almost palatable. I don't know what he's saying, but it makes all the girls squeal with joy. So him saying that nameless student is boring as dirt is making the girls squeal. Actually, let me rephrase. His popularity isn't so much mysterious as it is unnatural. One of those girls has a completely different uniform. I was just doing a little math tutoring. This stuff is beyond easy. For me, anyway. Wait a sec. Hey, Meto, isn't the answer to this question totally wrong in every way? What? What? I'm the one who solved that. There's no way it could be wrong. But look at this. Since when did 2 + 2 = 5? Baby Shinji doesn't know math. Can't math. That just like fucked up the stream, right? Oh, it didn't. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. I never make such a stupid mistake. It's all your fault. You're the idiots here, not me. As Shinji raises his voice, the girls all panic and run back to their desks. They ran so fast you didn't even see them. How's that work, right? It's magic. It's magic. In a sense, Shiro is absolutely in this game. No Shiro shoulders in this game. There's extra shoulders, though. I hate dealing with the proletariat, especially when they think they're my equal. It's really pathetic that these worms don't know their place. That's why I like you so much. Even though you're boring, you know not to steal my thunder. You're the ultimate sidekick. Wait, so not all the text is spoken? That's interesting. I did not know that. Shinji flashes me a smile. It's weird how I never take offense at the way he talks to me. Why don't you? By some strange twist of fate, Shinji Mato and I are friends. How we became friends was... I can't quite remember how it happened. I want to say we met in spring sometime. The bell for class rings as I try to recollect. Recollect? How do people usually pronounce that? And who should fly through the door but our homeroom teacher, Miss Fujimura. Here it comes. I made it! Good morning, and thud. Miss Fujimura trips falling painfully onto the floor. I fucked reading that. Miss Fujimura trips falling painfully onto the floor. There you go. As she lands, her head strikes the corner of the platform at the front of the classroom. She's dead, guys. The classroom goes dead silent. Every student's attention is focused on the same thing. F. Again, how does she manage to trip in the same place every time? Listen, Hugh, this isn't the time to be making stupid jokes. You're right. She isn't moving. Did she get knocked out or something? It looks like she's moving to me. Like, twitching anyways. A few brave students get out of their seats and crowd around the still comatose Fujimura. Hey, Miss Fujimura? Miss Fujimura? Are you okay? What? Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Hey, class is about to start, so get back to your seats, pronto. Wow, she's fine. Is she fine, though? Miss Fujimura jumps to her feet as if nothing had happened. It's almost as if the memory of her sudden and violent trip to the floor was totally erased. As this happens all the time, no one seems to notice or care enough to say anything. That's kind of sad. No one gives a thought to how odd it is for this to happen every single day. You did just now, right? It's midday now. It was morning before, I guess. The scene playing out before me seems to never change from day to day. The same exact lessons. The exact same subject. The exact same content. Today we're going to study the biography of Dr. Peaceman, a talented physician who died. Miss Fujimura is conducting class today the same way she does every day. You may not know, but when I was young, an unknown pathogen was the cause of a serious epidemic. Oh shit! Fuck! How long ago was that? In fact, outbreaks were common, but now most illnesses are cured using nano-thingamajigs. That's how we're gonna solve the problem, guys. We're gonna get nano-thingamajigs. And FYI, I'm still young. This will be on the test, so be sure you don't forget it. I mean it. Her ensuing laughter stopped short at her eyes, which seemed deadly serious. Just as everyone is about to call Fujimura out, the bell signaling the end of class rings. There's the bell. Alright, that's all for today. Be sure to study hard tonight, and don't forget those important points I told you about. About you not being old? While today's class wasn't all that boring, it is a relief when the bell rings. As the bell signaling the end of the day sounds, students begin to break off into small groups. Thank God that's over. I was getting sick of all the busy work. I almost said buzzy work. Of all the busy work. Being a student sucks. The worst part of the whole deal is having to attend these stupid classes. His voice is gonna change every time I talk. Every time he talks. You're still here? That's unusual. You don't have any plans, like a date or something? I'm just messing with you. I know you're too big of a nerd to ever get a date. I mean, you're just gonna go into your dork club. The journalism club, right? Well, seeing as you're boring as stale white bread, your life is exactly as it should be. You know exactly what your role in life is, and you stay there. Well, catch you later. See you in your class tomorrow. Yeah, fuck you, Shinji. My analog stick is working. But it only allows me to walk. It seems kind of pathetic to just head straight home after school. I should join a club. Walk so slow. I guess the journalism club's been busy. I mean, with all the weird stuff happening. Weird stuff? Recently, a lot of students have been getting hurt. Rumor is that there's a slasher on campus. Does this mean I don't have to play Persona 5 now? I hate wearing uniforms. I should have gone somewhere that lets you wear regular clothes. What? I'd kill to be able to wear the black uniform in the student council like you. Oh, that's what it means. You. Guys always bolt when it's time to clean. The lies they tell to get out of helping are pathetic. Oh, fragile male ego. One of my desk's legs is shorter than the others and it keeps shifting around. Ugh! It's driving me insane. Hey! The editor-in-chief of the journalism club was calling a general meeting. You'd better go. So wait, does the orange uniform mean something too? The editor-in-chief of the school newspaper is calling for you. You better go talk to her. I'm gonna go talk to this person. I really wish I was dating Shinji's sister. She's that cute girl in the nurse's office. And we'd get married and she'd feed me and I'd wake up to her every day. Oh, squee! Squee! But the thought of Shinji being my brother-in-law is... if only they weren't related. This is Class 2B. There's a lot of athletes here, so it's a little overwhelming. It's noisy as usual. I'd rather not be noticed, so I better hightail it out of here. This is Class 2C. Student Council President Issei is in Class C, but he's not here now. He must be busy. I don't know anyone else here. I should probably leave. Oh, there's lockers? This is the shared locker for the classroom's use. It has stationery and supplies, buried under a treasure trove of Miss Fujimura's junk. There's not very many lockers for a school this size. But I guess there's some more lockers downstairs, aren't there? Hey, what's going on? More drama? The school newspaper has been so busy these days. There's a lot of weird rumors to check out. Hey look! These characters get to be used again. Look who's here! It's the newspaper club's ace. Gotten any leads? What? Did you forget? You have to write an Unsolved Mysteries of Tsukimura article. Come on, I told you yesterday. There isn't very much time left before the deadline. Well, whatever. Your work's always good, so I'll leave this in your capable hands. Jeez, my benevolence is like a Black Panther running around. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So that's that. I've done some of the investigating. It's your job to do the rest. Don't look so surprised. There's a method to my madness. Okay, So about the first preview edition, the one called Gateway to the Paranormal. So listen, there's supposedly an entrance to the spirit world at the rear of the archery range. One time, a male student who got bullied a lot was told to pick up trash there and vanished. Everyone's totally convinced that there's paranormal activity going on back there. Isn't that scary? I mean, ridiculous? Anyway, go sniff out the truth. Leave no stone unturned. Her voice just like slowly became Haruhi's voice in my head. Your nose and eyes are the tools of the trade for a journalist. Got it? You're the mysterious one. Your reply should be, yes, ma'am. All right, hop to it. You heard what the editor-in-chief has to say. Hurry up and solve the mystery of the paranormal gate. To tell the truth, that story is really scary. We're counting on you to unravel the mysteries of Tsukimura. Like the editor-in-chief always says, you can't avert your eyes from life's mysteries. That's so weird. I tried to go to the library before exams, but you can't get in. This is the library. There are weird mechanical noises coming from inside. I check it out, but the door is locked. There's nothing? Nothing? Okay. I guess this door just doesn't have shit. Don't have shit. There's the camera doing that shit again. Entrance to the spirit world. Maybe Miss Fujimura, the archery club advisor, knows? If you ask me, Tiger's probably at the archery range right now. I mean, she is the advisor. Oh, that's right. Does the room have anything? No, you can't. There's nothing there. The UI already says remaining evening 3. The girls' bathroom. Entering would be suicidal. I get that feeling sometimes. Rainer sign. The student council president is at the main gate. Gotta tip your hat to that. Yeah, or pull the stick out of his butt so he can walk away. He's not a bad guy overall, though. What's this say? Movie Club, movie screening schedule. This week's movie, The Great Pirate Stronghold, Chronicle of the South Seas. It sounds like an action-adventure movie. I might want to see it. I wonder who that's about. This is the multimedia room. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll never revisit that plot point ever again, right? This is Classroom 3A. I don't know much about the upperclassmen. Hey, have you noticed how that girl in the nurse's office wears long sleeves even in the summer? That's a mood too. Yeah, she's always wearing that long jacket. Could it be because her older brother bullies her? I mean, jackets are just good. Good civilization. This is Class 3B. None of the upperclassmen seem to adore curry. What? What? This is Class 3C. They gape at me like underclassmen are some sort of exotic creatures. The door to the rooftop is locked. There's a do not enter sign hung on the doorknob. Ah! Out of the blue, a feeling that something was moving behind the door overcame me. How can you tell there's something moving behind the door? Oh well. As a rule, students aren't allowed inside of the supply room. It might just be a rat or something. For some unknown reason, I find my eyes drawn to the door of the supply room when the door is suddenly and violently thrown open. Sokudo nani? I missed it. Okay. What do you think you're doing? That's not a good voice. What do you think you're doing? Without warning, a man appears from out of the shadows. Dressed in black with a dour expression, the person in question is very intimidating. But that sense of intimidation is immediately replaced with extreme discomfort and unease. A sudden, overwhelming sense of danger gives me goosebumps all over my body. His cold, blank stare sends chills down my spine, as though he's marking me for death. For some reason, it feels as if he is deciding whether to break my neck or skin me alive. Odd. Your name doesn't appear to be on the list, but I'd better make sure. He begins to mutter under his breath, while at the same time he reaches out with his right hand. The chills running down my spine gain intensity as waves of nausea and vertigo wash over me. I feel like a rabbit watching the wolf draw near. Like a fox near the dogs. Maybe this isn't just raw terror. I think he's holding something that's making me feel this way. You're not even trying to fight. My instincts aren't as sharp as they should be. I need to rest. The note of disgust in his voice is obvious as he slowly lowers his hand. The paralysis that seemed to take hold of me suddenly fades away. The man continues to look down on me with those dead eyes of his. Students are forbidden from entering the supply room. You do well to remember that. The campus is about to close. If you have nothing else to do, I advise you go home now. Is there anything else? Nice little voice crack there. My name is Mr. Kuzuki. I will be teaching here starting today. The man who introduces himself as Mr. Kuzuki turns and heads back into the supply room. Yeah, his name is Mr. Kuzuki. That's definitely his name. With that, the final bell begins to chime, signaling the end of the school day. You really miss out on so much to this game if you've never experienced Fate's Day Night first. Or at least this part of the game. I think the whole point is just if you played Fate's Day Night, this part is supposed to make you feel like something's off. What the fuck's going on, right? The whole section is supposed to do that. With that, the final bell begins to chime, signaling the end of the school day. Everything begins to progress as normal, as if nothing out of the ordinary had happened. But I'm still sore and slicked with sweat, an all too real reminder of what happened. Wonderful. We now have a teacher with obvious murderous intent teaching at our school. Wasn't his name Kuzuki? He seems not dangerous, but definitely merciless. Not dangerous, but merciless, for sure. Wait a sec. Is Nurse Sakura really Shinji Mato's little sister? Where did you get that idea? They don't look anything alike. Huh, she's not? I'm not really sure. I feel for her, though. It's like she's the topic of a million rumors. Plus she has Shinji as a brother. If I was her, my diary would be longer than War and Peace. You actually keep a diary? How archaic. Never expected something like that from you. Wow. Rude. Took me a little bit of time to remember the word there. Have you met the new student counselor, Kuzuki? Talk about terrifying. He seems so cold. I didn't think he was a teacher at first. Just a glance from him made me shiver. You know, just because they called him counselor, I'm just suddenly thinking of him, like, right now. Like, giving, like, a counseling right now. Like, what's that called? Like, what sort of job you want or something? Hey, Sakura. His voice changed again. Oh, it's you, brother. I heard that you've been skipping out on the archery club's morning practices lately. Why haven't you been showing up? And where do you get off taking a break without my say-so? You buy. You get it now. I get it now. You've been going to their house again, haven't you? Yes, I have been going there, but I just wanted to help and... Let me guess, you felt you were obligated to, right? Jeez, why must you be so damn naive? Wait a sec. What was that just now? Anyway, if someone gets hurt, just leave them to suffer. Just do what I tell you to, and things will be a-okay. I mean, it seems like people get some kind of perverse thrill from getting in my way. To force one of my dear little sister to miss valuable practice time. That's not how it was at all. I wasn't forced to do anything. I wanted to help. Why is it so wrong to help those who need it? She's literally the school nurse. She helps people all day. He's upset at her helping people? Ha! Isn't it only fools and the weak who manage to get themselves hurt somehow? He's conservative. He voted for Trump. And why help anybody out? Will that person ever pay you back or help in return? He's not really old enough to have, like, voted for Trump, because he's like, this is like 2030, right? And like, he's an 8-year-old. He was born like 2 years in the future from now. So, unless like we're in the hell universe and Trump can be up for election again in another 4 years, then he never voted. He's -2. Actually, I'm pretty sure he never voted anyways. He's only 8 years old. Unless he hacked it, I guess. And why help anybody out? Will that person ever pay you back or help in return? Of course they won't. And if you think otherwise, you're an idiot. I won't be used by anyone. My voice changed again. It's better to treat others as cattle. And isn't it time for you to admit feeling the same way? But for me, that option... Stop right there. I don't care what you have to say. Stop going to that house, Sakura. Got it? So, whose house is she going to? Does Shiro actually exist here? Is she going to Shiro's house? Oh, I mean, hi. Can I help you with anything? If you ever start feeling unwell, please come by the nurse's office. Cafeteria is still closed, right? They're still getting ready. The day's done. They're still getting ready. All the kids in school went hungry today. Look at that tree, made up entirely of 3 billboards. An entrance to the spirit world? No clue. Maybe you should ask the archery club advisor, Fujimura. You want to know where Tiger is? Wouldn't she be at the archery range or something? God, this section of the game is so fucking long. The priest from the neighborhood chapel has been coming to school a lot lately. He's tall, dark, and handsome. Mostly dark. Sephiroth, but with black hair. You caught me in the middle of cleaning. Those archery club kids don't even unstring their bows. The worst is when they leave their arrows stuck in the target mound. I usually make the kids do it. But there's no club activities leading up to exams, so I'm doing it. Huh? An entrance to the spirit world? That's just a rumor. It's not real. Exams are right around the corner, so don't waste your time on stuff like that. Go home. Shoo shoo. What appears in the archery range isn't an entrance to the spirit world, but Miss Fujimura. Well, I can't say I'm surprised she's behind one of the Tsukimura's mysteries. It's fitting. So I guess people disappear because she makes them disappear? Should we really... Is Kuzuki really the one we should be concerned about? I'll report this tomorrow, so I can go home now if I want. A day will pass if you go home. There's nothing left to do, right? I talked to everybody at this point. Okay, I'm going home. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. I didn't miss anything, did I? There's nothing to miss in this prologue, right? Yes, you asked me to save, and so I will now delete. Humble days as precious as gold dust. Where are the buyers? Maybe I should be doing oh, goddamn, what's the name of those? I can't remember his name. Kirei. I should be doing Kirei voice for the prologue stuff, for the text. For the intro text, whatever, that text. Can I do a Kirei voice? I don't even know. As I walk into class, the girls that normally flock around Shinji Mato aren't there. Shinji seems to be in a bad mood today. His usual posse of girls is keeping their distance. I'll ask him if something happened. What? Like I'd tell you if anything happened to me. Which it didn't. Nothing happened at all. Hey, you know what that ice queen, Rin Tosaka? She thinks she's so much better than everyone else. Toucan Sam. Toucan Rin. At first, I thought that she would be the only one who understood how lonely it is at the top. I tried talking to her yesterday, but I got nowhere. Maybe I just intimidated her or something. Tosaka. Yeah, don't you love that? I know, it's Tosaka. It's just like this. That's just like the way that they chose to lengthen the vowel. No, it's not Tosaka. It's Tosaka. He's not talking shit about Tosaka. It's Tosaka. I might have lost a few points for getting violent, but girls who talk back to me get slapped. I never hook up with such a violent, stuck-up bitch like that, no matter how hot she is. What a waste. She'd be perfect if she'd just keep her mouth shut. You agree with me, right? Right? No, fuck you. Fuck you, Shinji. Looks like there's some tension between Shinji and Rin Tosaka. Holy shit, though. If you call it Tosaka, it's actually like it works. Spoilers, anyways. Knowing Shinji, he probably hit on her and got shot down. And why'd she take a shot at me? I thought she was going to spinning star kick me next. He continues to whine under his breath. I can only imagine how sleazy Shinji was being with her. Normally, his super aggressive approach works, but obviously it didn't with Rin Tosaka. I'm just gonna keep calling her Tosaka now. Life's more interesting when it's got little shakeups like this. Here it comes. As if right on cue, Miss Fujimura barges into the classroom as the bell sounds. Phew, I made it! Good morning, everyone. All right, No one's absent, and since there's no announcements, let's just start homeroom. As soon as she turns to reach for the chalk, she trips and falls as she always does. As she falls, her fingernails drag across the blackboard with a horrifying sound. And thus, another typically mundane day begins anew. And now it's midday. Josuke? And this Mr. Kuzuki. And though the Great War had finally come to an end, regional conflicts still persist. Is Josuke? Is that like the Oh, is that okay? Oh, you're talking about like so is Josuke the puppet thing in part 4? The puppet guy. Anyways, despite the suffering of the previous generation, battles are still waged 30 years on. Oh, okay. Standing behind the lectern today is the school's newest teacher, Kuzuki. Although he's supposed to be teaching math, his lesson seems to have gone off on a tangent. No, this is math. He's discussing the number of people who died in wars. Now, instead of armies, attacks in ever greater numbers are being carried out by terrorists in an attempt to suppress these terrorist groups. With that bell signaling the end of class sounds. That would have flowed better if it said the bell, but whatever. And with the end of the day here, the tension in the classroom drops immediately. Alright, let us end here today. Oh yes, before I forget, there is an announcement from the student counselor. Recently, a rise in the number of slashing incidents has made the surrounding area dangerous. With that in mind, keep any detours to a minimum and head home as quickly as possible. Get home quickly? Good advice, but I still have to finish a few assignments for the journalism club. Why I'm so gung-ho about investigating the school's 7 wonders is a mystery even to me, but it seems important for some reason. I have to turn in yesterday's report. I'd better go see the editor-in-chief this evening. It's evening. Shit, how long do you stay at the classroom? How long do high schoolers stay in the classroom, like in real life? You're investigating a story right now? Maybe I should join the journalism club too. Did you see that punk around? I mean Shinji, of course. Don't say that to his face, though. I'll say it to his face. Strange happenings on campus? I wonder who comes up with all of those rumors. The editor-in-chief is looking for you. She was going on about you being late with an article. Hey, guess what? I just passed this gorgeous girl on the stairs. Could she be a new student? What? I'm sure you're just talking about Rin Tusaka from Class B. Rin Tusaka? Never heard of her. You've really never heard of her? Pretty, athletic, smart, classy? Or a stuck-up Miss Perfect who all the guys adore and all the girls despise? It wouldn't be unrealistic to call Rin Tusaka the most popular girl in the whole school. It's hard to tell if, like, when one girl is talking and another girl is not talking, you know? Are you pulling my leg? Girl, you're so dense you probably wouldn't feel it if I pulled your leg anyway. Well, I'm not dense. Much. But she wasn't wearing our school uniform. She was wearing red. How do you explain that? I don't know. I haven't noticed. Huh? Maybe I'm remembering wrong. You would. Come on, let's hurry to our club. Yeah. Rude. Hey, guess what? I heard this from a friend of a friend, but, huh? What is it? Miss Fujimura is living with one of the students here. Holy shit, which student is it? Ew, you mean like romantically? But that's taboo. Mr. Kuzuki? Everyone says he's scary, but he's actually a good teacher. I'm pretty sure all this other text is probably the same. Check, make sure there's no text over here. Isn't our school weird? I can't put my finger on it, but maybe it's the teachers or the classes. Like, everything feels artificial somehow. Huh. Wait, that would mean that... That's it! That's it! Oops, don't mind me. The crazy. Sometimes it comes out. Never. Altria doesn't show up. You seriously think that, like, you would think I would play this game and go with, like, the red Altria route? Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything yesterday? Interesting. So it was Tiger. Of course there's no entrance to the spirit world. Thanks to you, the article will be great. Are you ready for the next article assignment? The next unsolved mystery is... Yesterday, there was a girl dressed in red on the rooftop. Rumors about Little Red Rooftop are spreading. Go find out what this is all about. A journalist lets the news guide their feet to the rooftop. You heard what the editor-in-chief has to say? Hurry up and solve the mystery of Little Red Rooftop. Actually, that rumor makes me queasy too. You're to investigate the rooftop next. Good luck. I said this yesterday too. You can't divert your eyes from life's mysteries. Pretty sure there's not really that much interesting text if I, like, ignore Rin, but it's just look. Just like a quick once over. Yeah, see, we've almost missed this. For some reason, Shinji keeps messing with the door. I wonder what he's up to. What's Shinji's voice going to be this time? That's weird. Why won't it open? What? You haven't left yet? Wait, don't tell me. No, never mind. Losers like you shouldn't be on campus right now. Who knows? You might get whacked by that killer. Hey, don't say I didn't warn you. What are you up to? Shut it, you. It won't mean anything to a nerd like you, but I? That's the wrong grammar. Wait, why am I explaining anything to you? Just get the hell out of here already. The door of the supply room is locked tight. Students aren't allowed to enter. Let's see if there's anything outside. Don't girls get cold when they wear flowy skirts? Yeah, kinda. That's why you wear pants under it. Soon the time will come for you to pick a side in the nerd war. The nerd war? The holy nerd war. Comic books are so much better than manga. That guy over there, though, likes big eyes and small mouths. Okay. I love this manga. It's my favorite. Don't tell Tiger or she'll confiscate it. What's he reading, guys? What's he reading? Do you think a fly on the wall or the fly on men's pants has the better view? What? Why is it even called a fly in the first place? Me? Living with a student? Ugh, no, I'm his guardian, just his guardian. The child of one of my parents' friends had been living alone, so I've been helping out. Which means that I go over to his house, but not that I live with him. I don't, not at all. Hey, what's with that face? You don't believe your own teacher? You're a good kid. You don't even know what these bad kids mean by living together, right? Right? And now, your teacher needs to give those kids who are spreading rumors a little educational guidance. There's nothing in the archery range, right? Is there ever anything in the archery range? I don't think they ever do anything with the archery range, do they? Such a nice looking place. I can see the target mound. The targets are about 30 yards away. Tsukimihara Academy has a much larger archery range than most other high schools do. Its size just goes to show what a big deal the archery club is at Tsukimihara Academy. I could not divorce Tsukimihara from Padaru in my mind. It just, every time I see Tsukimihara, I just think of Padaru. The girl in the rooftop? Her. She just happens to be up there right now. I saw her holding the key to the rooftop a moment ago. You just let her go up there? Did you hear? There was a murder near the school yesterday. A high school kid was killed. It's gas leaks. It happened on their way home. I live near there and now I'm scared to go home. Sorry. But it's gas leaks. Oh, there's a kid right here. I see. It's going to be so easy now. The exam. I'm talking about the exam. Sure you are. I turn the doorknob, and the metal door opens silently on its hinges. As a rule, no one is allowed up on the roof, but I can see someone's elongated shadow. The vibrant colors set off by the setting of the sun is enough to make to take one's breath away. Under the now blood-red sky, a single girl looks out onto the town that spreads out below. Like a figure out of a painting, the girl seems to shine with the same red glow as the setting sun. God, why is this intro so fucking long? What a beautiful sunset. I can only imagine how captivating the sight must be for the people who live here. It is indeed a very beautiful scene. A shame that it doesn't really exist. Rin Tusaka here is the sort to say that your Minecraft world doesn't exist. It's not real. On the surface, it seems like such a benign, peaceful world. A pity that it'll soon come to an end. This place is merely an idealized imitation of the real world, and one done in poor taste. I wonder if there's any value to a memory that can only be observed and then left behind. That's what all memories are. I'm not quite sure if that last statement was supposed to express disgust or disappointment. As she finishes speaking, a faint smile forms on the girl's lips as she slowly turns in my direction. Her unwavering gaze makes it seem like she can see things hidden to others. Her eyes seem to shine with an intensity that rivals that of the fiery red of the evening sky. What's this? Oh, right. What's this? A notice from the system? Thanks for bringing it to me. Huh? That's not it? That means you must be one of the generic, and I mean students. If one of the irrelevant NPCs can get up here, I guess I'll have to find another place to hang out. Hair swish. Continuing to mumble quietly to herself, the girl quickly walks my way. Oh well, at least this is a good opportunity for me to look one of you over. Stand still, you. Unexpectedly, her finger reaches out and touches my cheek. It certainly is. It certainly is right now. Wait. Oh, wait. Nani kore? Wait, what's this? Is this a warning from the system? Direct interference does break the rules after all. Bye. Mumbling to herself, the girl disappears without a trace. It's like no one was ever there at all. She vanished? There or not, her form has been indelibly burned into my mind. Nani sare? Oh, you're still here. It's almost time to leave school, so you should prepare to go home. What's wrong? You look a little pale. The sound of Issei's voice pulls me back to reality. I must look completely dazed and confused. Maybe I'm tired, or... I'll talk with the editor-in-chief again tomorrow. In any case, I think the course of wisdom for now would be to go home, like Issei says. And a day will pass if you leave campus. I guess I wouldn't know because I never saw any of that. I guess, but that makes sense, yeah. Auspicious star, of such dazzling light, it drowns even the chime of bells. That was my attempt. That was my attempt. That was a bad attempt, but, you know. I enter the classroom. Once again, Shinji Mato, in the seat next to me, has a full house. I'm telling you, you don't have any talent. Give up before you look like a... I don't like that word. So you know what he said to that? What? What did he say? We're dying to know. Tell us. I said bitch earlier, so I don't know. This whisk gets all boo-hoo, and he says, I'll keep practicing until I get better. I can at least get better than you, who skips practice. Sorry, I have to laugh. Anybody knows that you can't practice your way into being a genius. True, true. Well, I mean, I guess it can be. But it's not like a slur like our word is. If he wants to practice something, he should practice not sounding like a tool. The guy's not a total maggot, but he's still trash that needs to find a garbage can. That moron. People aren't created equal. Even people who are born above average can never reach the same heights as the naturally gifted. You must be so talented if you don't need to practice, Mato. I feel bad for that kid. Trash can't help being trash. It should have learned to stop dreaming about being something better. The bell rings. In response, the gaggle of girls shuffle off to their own seats. While we wait for the teacher to arrive, I get caught up on what Shinji said for some reason. Whether or not Shinji has innate talent, I think it's pretty clear that I'm a nobody. A nobody with no goals. I mean, when I try to even think about the future, I get overwhelmed. That's a mood. As long as I keep plodding along, someday I'll reach my totally average future. Yay. That's what happens to everyone, right? Are there actually people who break the pattern? How? I have no idea. For me, today is just another ordinary day. Ugh. Good morning, everyone. She didn't trip! She didn't trip! Something's wrong! Suddenly, my heart accelerates, each beat painfully strong. It's as if my body's on high alert. I know it's not a reaction to Miss Fujimura. No. Well, kids, this is a little out of the blue, but today I want to introduce you to a new friend. Kills the bit rate. Bit rate's gone. It's him. That blonde boy is the one who's causing my body's fight or flight instincts to prickle. Go on, Leo. Introduce yourself. For what purpose? Oh, wait. Let's see what I can... For what purpose? Huh? Well, Leo, you'll be attending school with these people, so I'm sure they'd like to know who you are. It's Waver. It's Waver. No. I see. These good people do not know my name yet. Should I be giving, like, should I try to give him, like, a British accent? I can't do that. That's shit. He steps forward, and then in a louder voice says, he uses Boku. Everyone, my name is Leonardo Bistario Harway. In time, it will be a name known to all the world, but for now, it is the name of your classmate. I'm pleased to meet you all. I hope we enjoy our time together. The classroom is silent. There aren't even any jabs at his eccentric manner of speaking, or any coos over how pretty he is. Instead, the entire classroom is enthralled by his legal bearing, entranced even. Shinji's words come to mind. Hey, yeah, it's Leo too. If there's two Sokka, this is Waver too, something like that. Shinji's words come. He's nothing like Waver, other than his hair. Shinji's words come to mind. This is what it means to be on a different level. None of us plebs could ever hope to reach the level that this new kid lives on. It's not overextending to call his very existence transfixing. Like deer in the headlights, we're immobilized by a presence far brighter than our own. His natural place is above us, looking down as our king. I don't remember that Leo from Kara no Kyokai. Was he in any of the movies we watched? I don't remember him. How did someone like him end up here? It must be a mistake. Anyway, everyone, please make Leo feel welcome. Then, Leo, if you would please take a seat. It looks like the third seat in the second row from the right is open. Would that be okay? Leo? Ah, you are addressing me. I see no reason to not allow you to call me Leo, as it didn't feel awkward to hear it from you. Oh, that guy. Fuck him. Or rather, don't fuck him. I see no reason to not allow you to call me Leo. I already did that. If you have the chance, I'd very much like for a delightful woman like you to visit my country. Shit, dude. What? What? Jeez, don't joke with your teacher. To your seat, Leo. I won't smack you since, well, it was kind of flattering of you to say that. No, don't. No, you smack him. Of course. I appreciate your diplomacy, Miss Fujimura. Then the boy gave the kind of easy smile that only kids can. That simple smile washes away the tension in the room, and people even begin to smile themselves. I think he's not so much a king as a prince. He may be above us, but he also has a natural charisma that draws us up to his level. However, it seems that there is at least one person in class whose mileage varies. I don't like him. Flirting with the teacher already? That arrogant little twerp. Shinji's clearly not happy. If you have any questions, ask anyone in the class or myself. Come to me first. There's no need to be shy. Yes, I understand. I'm pleased that I will be attending such a good school. Oh, I'm already in this. They're both in this in the classroom. Am I imagining things? Just for a second, I thought he shifted his attention toward me. Not toward anyone else, not even Shinji, who's still bad-mouthing Leo, but to me alone. Yeah, right. There's no way a practically otherworldly person like him would notice bland me. The day just flew by. The school day ended with nothing else of interest occurring. But that Leo, I can't shake the uneasiness he awoke in my heart. It feels like cogs somewhere have become misaligned. No, I'm just excited because for once something happened. Well, besides what happened yesterday. I should report yesterday's findings to the editor-in-chief. It seems like more and more people are staying home. Could that slasher rumor be true? You should stay home. Stay home. Hey, the editor-in-chief of the journalism club is calling a general meeting. You'd better go. Is that all you ever say, dude? I kind of have a headache. It's like static in my head. Maybe there's a cold going around. Oh no. I hear a familiar voice as I walk down the hallway. It's coming from around the corner. And there you have it. To summarize, about 30% of the participants have overcome the computer's brainwashing. These individuals now remember who they are. They're all Class A magi. One girl in particular made quick work of the brainwashing. Am I spoiling things by reading it in this voice? You might say she's a natural, and therefore more adept than magi who have been more sheltered. Unlike those domesticated sheep, she's a wild mouflon. Mouflon? I don't know how that's pronounced. Stronger, rarer, wilder. She cannot even bear to put on the school uniform the other sheep mindlessly wear. As novel as that girl's wildness is, wild things end up in cages. Still, keep your distance and your guard up. The voice coming from in front of the supply room is none other than that of a teacher. Kuzuki. Oh, okay. That's not too much spoiler. He was speaking politely, almost reverently. However, Ms. Rin Tusaka, the Haraways in Asia have voiced some concerns regarding her. She is the daughter of a noble family, which makes her unruly behavior even more unbecoming. The voice that chimes in to join Kuzuki's is none other than the transfer student, Leo's. We can see him! Unlike in class, his voice held a childlike temerity. It seemed like Kuzuki's words bothered him. I should drink some water. This is more talking than I've done in like a long time. Okay, hopefully I don't need to drink another thing of water for like the rest of the stream because I don't have any more water right next to me. Oh well. It seemed like Kuzuki, that I already did. Unlike in class, his voice held a childlike temerity. It seemed like Kuzuki's words bothered him. She is a failure, like the other dropouts. And so, she's below your concern. There's nothing in the world that doesn't concern me, teacher. More importantly, I wonder what a domesticated being like me can learn from her wild bravery. There is nothing, because you are already perfect. Anything you lack is something the world itself lacks. It was a joke. It's been a while since I've been scolded. I think I enjoy it, coming from you. In any case, I'll heed your warning about her. So are there any other important happenings? It's worth noting the assassins sent by those alchemists. I have yet to confirm anything, but no doubt they're lurking about. I don't believe I've ever seen how an alchemist fights. Their charms, or their symbols rather, are quite unusual. You have the opportunity now. Aren't you curious, teacher? Wait until I have checked out about this assassin first. Those are the only ones to watch out for. However, there are others with excellent abilities. A handful of others have passed the prelims, besides Rentusuka. I don't see the rush. I think there's much to be learned from observing the school. I'd like to take my time and enjoy, for instance, the beauty of things like the garden. They seem to employ quite the skilled gardener. You should see the garden too, Mr. Kuzuki. No, brother. Brother? What? I will respectfully decline. That ends my report. I see. Too bad. Then, if you need anything else, it'll be best if we have as little contact with each other as we can. It is unusual for a teacher and a student to meet like this. Is it? Is it? Okay. I understand. Be careful. Yes, you too, brother. Following those words, they both disappear, perfectly in sync with each other. I didn't understand what they were saying, but I get the feeling that I shouldn't have been listening. Let's go follow them. There's nothing here. Where did they go? Oh, read that already. What's this? Oh, okay. Just checking some chats. God, the prologue is so long. There's still more to it. And then I have to play it again. Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything yesterday? What little red rooftop vanished before your eyes? If she disappeared, there isn't anything we can do about that. Nothing we can do? What's with the editor-in-chief's reaction? It's not right. I thought she'd say something like, hey, don't scare me like that. Actually, the problematic part is how nonchalant she is that a person disappeared. Your next story will be Mystery of the Courtyard Chapel. The editor-in-chief keeps talking like nothing happened. She's already on to the next thing. Should I say something? Hey, did you know there's a chapel on campus, even though this isn't a mission school? It seems the chapel has been here longer than the school. This is just a rumor, but they say that it's haunted and magic rites are performed there. I'm sending you to investigate. The entrance to the courtyard is on the end of the right side of the first floor hallway. Why did I call it the right side and not like, I don't know, the east side? Because whether it's the right-hand side or the left-hand side depends on which way you're looking. The editor-in-chief doesn't seem like herself today. What the heck? I feel queasy. Oh, there's stuff to read here? Tsukimihara Times Special Edition, Gateway to the Paranormal. Our staff investigated reports that the Archery range is a gateway to the spirit world. Frustrated at being teased, an upperclassman opened the door to find Mr. Kuzuki. On top of rumors that he's part of a suspicious organization, this is too weird. Could he be the one behind the recent disappearance of so many students? Who can say? This is like completely unrelated to what we found out about the archery club. Kuzuki? No, oh okay. No, Tiger was at the archery range. That's what I reported to. Oh, that shouldn't be there. That's what I reported to the editor-in-chief anyway. If that's the case, what the heck is... So, you are going to investigate the chapel in the garden next. There's quite a few typos in this game, aren't there? It's very pretty out there, with all the flowers. Leonard Harway of the Western European plutocracy? Leonard Pistario Harway would be the distinguished son of the Harway plutocratic family. He's young, but soon he'll rule the world. So, what is that Western European plutocrat doing here? You can't go in the library yet, right? Yeah, it's locked. Still locked. Let's go upstairs and see if there's anything upstairs. Oh, you have something to say. Huh, you scared the bejesus out of me. What do you want? Actually, I'm glad you're here. The editor-in-chief asked me to investigate the 7 wonders, but check this out. One of Tsukimihara's Academy's 7 wonders is a female ghost who wanders the hallway. The ghost of a foreign girl wanders the 3rd floor. If you respond to her, she'll suck out your soul. Now that you know the details, go investigate it for me. Huh? You think I should just walk around the 3rd floor and do it on my own? No way. I really can't handle paranormal stuff. If anyone can take on the case of the wandering ghost on the 3rd floor, it's you. Good luck. Sure did. Question mark. Oh. Once school is over, all traces of humanity disappear. The silence left behind is terrifying. Alone in the midst of this unnerving scene, I suddenly sense a strange presence nearby. It feels like there is someone standing right behind me, staring at the back of my head. It has to be in my imagination. I hear no footsteps, no sounds of breathing. I am alone here, and yet the feeling that I am not alone persists. It must be a hallucination of some kind. Yes, it's still the prologue. The prologue is so fucking long. What should I do? If it's my imagination playing tricks on me, then nothing should be there if I turn around and look. So what should I do? I'm turning around. I turn around and, of course, no one is there. Wait! No one is there. Is what I want to say. However, standing there is what appears to be a young girl. The young girl's appearance is definitely at odds with the surrounding campus. With its massive frills and hooped skirt, her dress is right out of the Victorian era. Combined with her porcelain-like skin, she looks just like a child's doll come to life. It's kind of a relief, but the point is she doesn't seem like she's really alive. The girl doesn't move a muscle, just like a doll or a corpse, just like a painting, like a wraith. I don't know how I'm supposed to read those things after the slashes, but whatever. Her eyes, so full of sadness, stare fixedly in my direction. Suddenly, her figure begins to melt away. As she slowly fades into nothingness, the last things to disappear are her eyes. I'm not feeling too good, mister. With that, the strange presence I felt fades away. There's nothing to indicate what girl was ever here. She must be the source of all the wandering girl stories floating around school. How many times am I gonna make that same joke, like, in the whole game, during this game? So I was looking at the garden and caught the eye of a stranger, and then they vanished. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I've had a splitting headache ever since. What's up with that? What do you want, second year? Could you possibly be... No, no way. Go home, kid. The area around the school hasn't been safe recently. Can we go up to the rooftop this time? The door to the rooftop is locked. There is a do not enter sign hung on the doorknob. And then we go down again. I have to check outside first before I check the garden, right? That's strange, even for here. Even for here. Oh, it's you again. I don't have time to play like you obviously do. Go play reporter or whatever it is you friendless little geeks like you do instead of having a life. Fuck you, Shinji. I was at the arcade the other day and I saw Miss Fujimura there again. I think she lives there. I saw her there too. She won so many stuffed animals. It was like she was mustering an army. I don't have a 3DS capture card. But I guess my 3DS is hacked, so I guess technically I could try that at some point. But I wanted to play this. I've been wanting to stream this game for a long time. I saw her there too. Oh yeah, I read that too. I read that. I read all the text. The cafeteria is still closed, right? Nobody eats. We all have to bring our lunch every time. I should go inside. Well, see, my whole goal here of like playing this game and reading all the dialogue is so that like I can upload it, and then people who want to like experience the game without playing it can like just like listen to it, because that was so useful for me when I was going through Fate's Day Night, just like looking up somebody's LP of Fate's Day Night and like. They could read it while I'm doing some other shit. Like fuck. I was at work when I was listening to Fate's Day Night, so it was really helpful for someone like me. So I'm hopefully this will help somebody. I don't know if there's any other like full playthroughs of the Tamama route. So you know how people dream about what they do in the day? I've got a new plan. Sleep. Oh, I've got a new plan. Sleep studying. And also like reading is really fun. It's not a port of a PSP game. This is a PSP game. I'm playing on a real PSP. No, I'm not. It's a totally real PSP. Hey, guess what? I saw the priest eating some super spicy food at a Chinese restaurant by my house. Oh wait, is that Issei? No, it's not. Cause what's it called? The totally real PSP I have looks like it actually it's not scaling everything up. This still because there's still pixelated edges and stuff. I don't know if it is or not. I can't tell. I don't know. I don't know if it's scaling things up or not. Or if like if it increased resolution or not. It kind of looks like it did, but I'm not sure. Do you think I can do it? Can I do the Kirei voice? Hello, young people. I shall follow your progress with great interest. Best of luck. That's my best impression. That's my attempt. God, I haven't heard it in a while. Like his English voice, so I don't really remember it. It sounds like exactly. Are you going to the garden? Keep your guard up, it's almost too quiet there. Lately, I've been getting these crushing headaches at school. It's starting to freak me out. Professors. But yeah, it's just like reading the dialogue this way is really fun for me too. That was one of my favorite things about playing the Fire Emblem 3DS games, was like reading the dialogue. It's really fun. And then Echoes came along and it read all the dialogue for me, which was nice too, I guess. There's just bodies everywhere. Oh. Let's walk the other way? No, I have to walk this way. Let's see if I can leave as few bodies as possible. Or leave as many bodies as possible. The man stands like a black stain, tainting the joyfully multicolored flower beds around him. It's the new teacher, Kuzuki. But the man standing in front of me isn't acting like a teacher by any stretch of the imagination. The sick malignancy of overbearing aggression fills the air, and then scattered around him are dead bodies of students? Why did you come in here? In here. This is in here. I'm certain I locked that door. I suppose I'll test you out. His thin lips hardly moved, but in the next instant, oh! I'm bowled over as if struck by an invisible force. Chaotic thoughts bury my brain like endless grains of sand. What happened? Can I move my limbs? Seriously, what was that? Kuzuki hasn't moved. No one else is nearby. Who? Why? How? My thoughts whirl. My heart races. Doki doki. I see what you are now. It isn't you, I suppose. His voice is a quiet hiss, but I could hear everything he said. This man with cold, inscrutable eyes raises his palm towards me. Oh, constipated. Ah. When I come to, I'm collapsed in the garden. The garden is silent. There's not even a trace of Kuzuki or of the corpses that had been there. I'm uninjured, though my body aches from laying on the hard ground. The cold sweat that had covered me is gone too. Only the piercing pain in my head remains. Maybe it was just a bad dream. I gulp air and attempt to stand. The ground seems to move under my feet. I'm delusional. Of course the ground isn't moving. I'll give my report to the editor-in-chief tomorrow. And just go home for today. A day will pass if you leave campus. Let's leave. Leave or don't leave, and we pick leave. We're going to save the progress. Not this particular game, no, Zach. Where is the belfry? In that moment, gentle days end. Days remaining, 0. When I enter the classroom this time, things are a bit different. Wow! Okay, then how do you solve this problem, Leo? In this case, you substitute this for this, and divide everything by x. It's the same simple equation that you used earlier. Whoa, you're right. Thank you, Leo. Unlike someone else, he helps out his classmates without displaying an ounce of condescension. And that someone is directing a nasty scowl toward the new kid. Yes, you do. You have to play the prologue in every playthrough. Twice! That bunch of brown-nosing idiots will suck up to anyone who's got bigger pea-brains than theirs. Oh, true. You could probably save right before the shit happens, right? Huh. Whatever. It's no skin off my back. People who are ugly inside are ugly outside, too. It seems that Shinji's gaggle of female admirers has migrated to Leo's desk. For once, Shinji's irritation is kind of understandable. Is it? Is it really? I'll give him this. The brat is a real charity worker, laying on the charm for those sows. I guess Evangelion Shinji is okay. Maybe. I haven't watched enough Evangelion. He's desperate to appear smarter than me, but I'm the real smart one here. I see what he's doing. That dumb little kid doesn't know that I'm onto him. Reacting to Shinji's voice, Leo glances this way. I mean, he does know. You just said it. Out loud. Leo's expression is inscrutable, but not hostile. What do you want? You want to go? After a few false starts, Shinji finally manages to squeeze that out in a low voice. Oh, in a low voice. What? You wanna go? I don't know if Leo heard, but he gets out of his seat. The recoil turns into a noticeable flinch, which Leo smiles kindly at in response. Unlike Shinji's, Leo's gestures are filled with dignity. If I have unknowingly given you cause to be malicious, I would like to deeply apologize. Shinji Mato, was it? I'll be careful not to upset you in the future. His message firmly delivered, Leo returns to his seat. His soft voice bore no note of hostility or resentment. I know it's hard to believe, but maybe Leo wasn't upset. He knows when to bow down to true authority, it seems. I'm such a nice guy. I'll just accept his apology. Yeah, it's not like he ever pissed me off. After visually confirming that Leo is otherwise occupied, Shinji feigns calmness and leans back. Oh, here it comes. Phew, I made it. Good morning, everybody. Every dead. And thud. That sound makes me cringe, no matter how many times I hear it. Everyone is desensitized to it for the most part. Yeah, no, he's okay in this one. Even knowing that she'll jump to her feet in a few seconds, we should probably worry more. I mean, like, he gets... He's not great. He's not, like, awesome in this game, but he's not, like, not serial killer, worst villain type. I can't really tell. Is the stream frozen? It kind of looks like it on my Twitch, so I don't know. He's not great. He's alright. He's not the worst villain in this game. Or I guess he's not really he's definitely an antagonist. It's hard to call him a villain. Okay, it's fine. Little hiccups. Okay. I might have too many things running. I forgot, I didn't close GameMaker before I started streaming, so let's just do that. Just look at GameMaker for a couple seconds. It froze? Is it still frozen? Or is it... We're just closing GameMaker right quick. Is it still bad? Is it still... Is it still bad? Oh, okay. The source code? No. Why would I send you the source code, Viper? You're gonna make push-pull too with it? It died. Here, I'm gonna reboot not reboot the computer. Just like What's it called? Reboot the stream itself? Or where's, let's pop out the chat so it stays here. Oh no, that means I already lost all the text. It's already there. Shit. Everything's broken. I can't see the chat now because I popped it out and it's like, it's got to reload and all that shit. Ah. Okay. Oh, it's working? It's working? Okay. Okay. It's just Twitch being shit, I guess. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out for if it like fucks up some more. But I'll continue for now. I'll try to finish the first prologue tonight. Okay. Shinji still seems to be in a bad mood. It's obvious that he doesn't like Leo all that much. But with him, it's impossible to tell if he's really mad or just being cynical. Either way, it's just more of the same. Just like our homeroom teacher's daily dramatic entrance. And once again, the day begins. Alrighty. Oh, alrighty then. Let's pick up where we left off. According to Dr. Peaceman's biography, during class, I thought I saw Leo smirk a little. But other than that, nothing exciting occurred. Wow, Leo knows the spoilers. Today is just another boring day in a long string of boring days. Who here knows what amnesia is? It's a terrifying condition where an individual loses all of their memories. It's caused by brain damage, severe trauma, or even infections of one's mucous membranes. The section of the doctor's biography we just covered touches on this condition. The cure for such a scary condition was discovered by Dr. Peaceman. It's not a sequel to anything. It's like, it's just a spin-off of Fate Stay Night. So like you get a little bit more out of it if you've already like read or watched Fate Stay Night. At least this first portion, the prologue, but once it gets to the main game, it's a bit separate. But yeah, it's a spin-off. It's not a sequel. It's not like directly related to the main series either, so it's just like a completely like whatever. It's like the Kirby Pinball Land to Kirby's Dreamland. With that said, using amnesia as an excuse for forgetting your homework isn't going to fly. Wow, fuck you, Taiga. When I was young, a fair number of my classmates were unscrupulous enough to try this. And before you get any ideas, I'm still young. In fact, I'm putting that fact on the test. She really is putting the fact that she's young on the test. And as per the norm, Tiger's lecture starts to peter out. Just as a collective, this again starts to rise from the students. Miss Fujimura. Without being acknowledged by the teacher, Leo suddenly rises to his feet. The tension in the classroom ratchets up immediately as all eyes focus on Leo. The young boy surveys the room with a mysterious smile, taking in everyone's startled glances. Oh, you missed her? She was there earlier. Oh, and of course, my fellow classmates. It is time for me to leave. We will probably never meet again, so I wish you all good. All something. I wish you all well. What the hell? What are people chatting to me about right now? Oh, there's an at everyone. Okay. Sure, Dreamland 3 to Superstar. Nah. Yeah, I guess so. Kind of. What? What the? My head. The pain. Ah, and before I forget, Miss Fujimura, I think you are still young, even now. Just your presence is enough to remind me of the beauty of youth. You're a remarkable person. After what seemed to be a very slight bow, he immediately seems to disappear from the room. He's gone. Alright then. Let's continue. Please turn to page 86. And accompanied by the sound of flipping pages, the lesson goes on as if nothing had happened. Showing off like that in the middle of class. What a jackass. If you have to use the John, be a little more discreet. And that I have to leave crap. Seriously, isn't he supposed to be some kind of aristocrat or princeling or something? Of course, what just happened is impossible. A highly suspicious disappearance in the middle of class, and the teacher doesn't seem to care. No one in class says anything, and the class continues as if nothing strange has happened. It was the same dull, dreary scene as yesterday, and the day before. This can't be natural. After Leo's exit from class, the lesson continues unabated, as if following a set script. Strange. This is definitely strange. It's as if the world tilted slightly and everything within it is losing its sense of presence. My head feels like it's going to explode. The pain is making it hard to remember who I am. Wait, come to think of it. I mean, really, who am I? What is my name? How old am I? Where do I live? How many people are in my family? What was my life like before I started attending this school? I can't remember anything. My memory has been completely erased somehow. How and why did this happen? That's right, the editor-in-chief of the journalism club. As the president of the journalism club, she should at least know my name. I know I had to have filled out something when I first joined the club. I'll ask her. Hopefully she'll be in her normal spot. Ah, the static. Man, where is everyone? It's like a ghost town around here. Things are getting weird. There's somebody right there. That Leo guy, where in the heck did he go? I never thought he'd be the type to ditch class. So fucking close. What's with Leo all of a sudden? I missed. But after seeing that, I've had enough of this. Ow, my headache has gone from terrible to worse. I'm freaked out. Let's see. I need to go talk to people before I try going to that corner. Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything yesterday? The editor-in-chief is her usual cheery self. All I can think about is the pile of dead bodies I witnessed. No, I have to ask about myself. I'll ask her what my name is. Huh? Your name? Just look it up in the registry in the library. Yeah, the school registry. It has everyone's names. Why can't you just tell me yourself? If I look at the school registry, it might jog my memories. I'll go to the library. It's a little shorter. They don't make you go through all of it, I think. Ugh, my head, it hurts. What is this blurriness? Oh, you're seeing it too? Your name? Oh, she just talked about Your Name. Like the anime movie, Your Name, that is soon to be receiving a live action version. You want to see the Registry of Names? It's on a bookshelf in the library, I think. I found it. Tsukimura Academy Student Registry. Once I read through this, I should be able to remember everything about myself. I open the book and begin turning pages. Suddenly, immediately, I notice something's terribly wrong. The pages are blank. Blank, blank, blank. Every single page is blank. I reach for last year's school registry. When I start flipping through the pages, blank, 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 blank. Remember in Fate Stay Night when Shira said, I don't want to die for like 2 minutes straight? I guess he was dying, so I'll get forgiven for that. What is happening here? Who am I? And just what is this place? These shelves are where all the school's encyclopedias are kept. There are a number of different reference books from every time and place here. Let's see. So where else do I need to go before I do the thing? Oh, hey. The the editor-in-chief is gone. You don't look so hot. Are things getting fuzzy around the edges? You're almost there. Oh, that's the one. I don't want to go there yet. But there's a thing over here too. Are you ready for the exam? It's almost here. But don't look at me. If you need a study buddy. What's this? A pleasant breeze blows in through the open window that overlooks the garden. As I look into the garden, I see a female student standing in the center alone. How can you even tell she's a student, though? She's wearing completely different uniform. She has a striking appearance with long purple hair, almond skin. Calling POC by foods. Okay. And a preternatural calm. It seems like she's meditating. Her hands folded in a specific way and her eyes closed. I find that I can't stop looking at her. No one else seems to notice that she stands out dramatically. I start to feel uneasy about her. The girl's eyes snap open. Suddenly, a massive jolt rocks the school, causing me to stumble about uncontrollably. The building shakes with a thunderous roar. The source seems to be the girl in the garden. What in the hell just happened? In the resulting confusion, my vision begins to distort. Dizziness, headaches, a sense of weightlessness. I close my eyes to keep from being overwhelmed. Oh, I didn't just die, did I? When I open my eyes again, everything is exactly as it should be, like nothing happened. However, the air is permeated with a seductively sweet scent. Also, the girl that was in the garden had already disappeared. Was everything that happened just an illusion? Or maybe... As I turn to leave, I see the girl from the garden walking towards me. They allow you to wear that in school? That blast is meant to destroy everything in its range, but the school seems stout enough. As she walks, she looks out the window and talks to herself. As she goes by, she gives me a smile. Oh. God, using the D-pad is so weird. Is there... This isn't the corner I go to, right? The corner that I need to go to for to like continue is the one up on the 3rd floor, right? Oh, no. The one I need to go up to is this one. Okay. You're Sakura. You were looking for Sakura, right? Sakura! Sakura! Oh, it's you, brother. I heard that you skipped archery practice again. What in the hell is wrong with you? I'm sorry, brother, but my really long hair that reaches to the floor gets in the way. Okay, so I'll go to I think on the 3rd floor first. You've embarrassed me again. How many times must I repeat myself, Sakura? Are you stupid? I mean, if you keep listening to others instead of me... Wait. Did I call you my little sister? I don't have a sister. I mean, I've always wanted one, but... Man, recently things have been kind of flaky. Ugh. Damn it. What's this weird feeling? Brother, you appear to be experiencing fatigue. Inserting apology text. Error detected. Please maintain a calm demeanor. Brother, please relax. Inserting reassurance text. Error detected. I will eat a fish every day until you like it. What's up, Shinji? Whatever is the matter, brother? Select desired sister personality. Things will get worse if you don't decide, but any choice you make will be the wrong one. B. So why not totally lose it, brother? Calm down, brother. Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to lose your shit? What's going on? Damn, everything is going haywire. Brother, wait. Cease forward progress. Male relation construct. Brother. Sakura Mato's speech begins to skip and repeat, almost as if she's a malfunctioning robot. It's like she was reading from a script rather than engaging in a normal conversation. It wasn't only the incredible fleeing Shinji or the robotic Sakura that's going insane. Vertigo overcomes me as the school starts to waver. Something strange is happening to the world. Can I talk to you? Brother, you appear to be experiencing fatigue. Inserting apology text. Error detected. Oh, you can still go out here too. But there's nothing here. It's a water fountain. The pumped water creates an elegant arc. Ah, I'm so glad I had the time to read that. Aren't you tired of being nice? It's totally Sakura. I'm going home. Fuck the Holy Grail War. I'm going home. There's nothing here. Okay. Just thought I'd check. I just like to read all the dialogue and get all this stupid shit. I think I would probably need a guide just to like make sure that I get all the things in this fucking game. So let's see what this is. There she is again. I thought I had scared her away for good, but she's come back. I'd better not make any sudden moves or she'll just run away. So I'll let her speak first. However, she just continues to stare at me with an intensity that borders on terrifying. Maybe I should say something to her, but softly, so as not to startle her. Talk to her. Maybe if I keep my back to her, it'll help a little. I'll just call to her over my shoulder. I obviously can't see the look on the young girl's face, and all I sense is hesitation. I can't do an Elmo. Her voice matches her appearance, small and faint. In a hesitant, halting voice, she begins to speak. Mister, you're not afraid of me? Could it be that you came to see me? If that's so, I'm Alice. I'm always here, so... She suddenly stops talking. Thinking she disappeared again, I turned around, only to see Alice still standing there. As I turn, she flinches a little and begins to fade away, then stops and starts staring at me. As our customary staring contest begins anew, I swear that I can see a faint smile on her face. Oh. Hey, mister, let's have tea together sometime. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be able to have tea later. Door of the rooftop is locked. Okay, time to go. There is something wrong with this place, but more worrying is the fact I can't remember who I am. As I wander the campus, I see Leo walking down a hallway on the first floor. As a transfer student, I can't see why Leo would want to visit any of the freshmen. Also, there's nothing but a dead end up ahead. I wonder what Leo is really up to. Music changed. I really want to use my analog stick, but it's not working. I suddenly have this weird feeling that someone or something is up ahead in the hallway. Who, for some reason, is examining the wall at the end of the hallway with almost excessive interest. The attention to detail is quite impressive. Even the surrounding air is surprisingly substantial. If that is the case, this world is in some ways more real than the real world it represents. But that's just my opinion. How about you guys? What are your thoughts on this? In that moment, it feels like my heart skips a beat. Almost immediately, my blood pressure skyrockets along with my body temperature. Ba-dump, ba-dump, ba-dump. My pulse is like an explosion in my ears as my blood races through my veins, and the reason is clear. Now Leo, has turned to face me. I now know for sure he's talking to me as there is nobody else present besides the two of us. Yeah, nobody else here. Greetings. I believe this is the first time we've had an actual conversation. I don't feel any sense of hostility from Leo. In fact, his smile seems genuinely friendly. His smile has the same effect on me as the rising of the morning sun, warm and comforting. In addition to his smile, his presence is inviting and inclusive, and I find myself drawn to him. Oddly, my worries have vanished. All I can think of is doing as he says. That's the only way to... My mind feels like it's in a haze. It's like Leo is controlling my thoughts in some way. Attending school wasn't half bad. I've never had the opportunity to go to one before now. In that respect, this has been quite an interesting experience. However, the time for fun has come to an end. I did not come here to play at being a student. No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. And for me, the time to do so has arrived. Yeah, I think the emulator is definitely like scaling up the resolution. That's why it looks so much better than like you would think a PSP game would look. But you can tell that it's obviously not applying to sprites because Leo, like the UI and stuff, is still super pixelated, right? With those final words, Leo turns his back on me. Farewell. No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell would be accurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have the distinct feeling that we will see each other again. So I guess I should use the more congenial, say, see you later. Well, it's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. Whew. With those final words, Leo disappears. It's like he ceases to exist. One moment his hand is on the wall, the next he is gone. The young man in front of me seems to disappear before my very eyes. I want to say reality rejected his existence in it, but it feels like it was the opposite, that he refused to be constrained by it. It wasn't any special ability that allowed him to do so, just his strength of will. Tamamo's not going to show up until the end of the second prologue, so not tonight. I'm just going to the end of the first prologue before, and that'll be the end of the stream. No, that's like maybe an hour or two after this. Probably an hour, because this one took 2 hours, right? With his departure, I feel as if a great weight is lifted from my very being. And rather than be a cause for concern, it brings a fundamental question to mind. Who am I? As the question pops into my head, it begins to take on a life of its own, searing my brain. The game itself? I mean, standard JRPG length, I guess? That's long. And then when you gotta grind, it's even longer. True, true. It's probably shorter if you're not reading all the text out loud and stopping to read the chat. I investigate the wall that Leo disappeared through. It's just a concrete wall at the end of the hallway. About the only thing on the floor is dust. But I am positive there must be something here, because Leo walked through the wall. It would be so easy to turn around, go back down the hallway, and pretend nothing happened. But there are still things I need to know. I have no memories. That means I've never had anywhere else to go but here. No place to return to. What was it that Leo said? No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. That's what he said, didn't he? Then beyond this wall lies the appointed path. And the truth. If I follow him, I'll learn the answers to my questions, even if those answers are painful. But ignorance is bliss. Do I have the fortitude to face the truth and accept it? I don't want to know. If you select I don't want to know, I think it gives you a game over, right? You have to start over from the last save point. Something's different. Down to the floors and the walls, the school has changed the very substance of its being. For some reason, reality cracking this way is intensely disturbing. This world around me is more real than a painting, but not even as real as a sandcastle. I feel like it's so brittle I could tap it, and the echo would shake this whole world. Where the boring concrete wall once stood, now there's a doorway that I can freely walk through. Well, you open the door first. It's an entrance, no, an emergency exit, like stairs to the outside. It's not something of this world. And for any of you out there watching who I can't see or whatever, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I have no doubt that the world that the door leads to is utterly alien. Whatever awaits inside, whatever shape it takes, there's a certain sort of finality to seeing it. Ultimately, I've already committed to this path. I bid farewell to the false world and take my first step along the appointed path. Oh, they have like more classroom looking, like supply rooms looking stuff back here behind the fake door. Beyond the door seems to be a dismal looking scrapyard. Out in front of me is this smooth skinned effigy, while trying to figure out exactly what to do with it. Welcome, potential master. Right? Yeah, it's that voice. A voice comes out of nowhere. That effigy with you is your sword and shield for what lies ahead. It will move in response to your commands. Now then, please proceed. The truth that you seek lies ahead. Okay. The motivations of the owner of that voice worry me, but it's obvious I won't learn anything by standing here. Also, there is no longer a path by which I can return. I have no choice but to head into the darkness with only the strange doll as protection. Oh, look, we skipped a whole bunch of other stuff. I made it. Within the deepest depths of the world beyond the door. This place must be the goal I'm supposed to reach. At least that's what I thought. It's stifling, the aura of purity that seems to act as a ward against corrupted souls who try to enter. The feeling is familiar. It has the feeling of a chapel where the spirits of the deceased still linger. F. Strong smell of burning toast. At first, I didn't notice, being overwhelmed by the grandeur of the room. But to one side is a young man in a familiar uniform, lying still on the ground. I call out to him, but there is no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him up, when I notice he is stone cold. I go as pale as the corpse before me, and I can no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare in bewilderment. It is at this moment. The fallen effigy lying next to the male student comes to its feet with a clatter. Before I get a chance to make sense of what's going on, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. Look at that! It's coming right at me! Oh, I'm so scared! Oh, you don't even get to do stuff here. Oh, ow. Extra turn, an alternate reality. Oh, I'm getting fucking creamed here. Oh, toasted. Get wrecked. That was totally unpoggers. You seem to be lacking as well. I didn't stand a chance against that thing. It seems I wasn't qualified to be here. Me? Qualifications? That's right. I should know everything by now. The truth has to be here. But now... everything's going dark. I'm not even really scared. The only feeling that remains in me is regret. Even at the very end, I was unable to remember anything about myself. Someone, anyone, if you make it beyond here, please don't forget my name. What was your name again? Ah, an opening. Absolutely no spoilers in this opening. Why can't we have this version of Q in Fate Grand Order? Look at that. It's so blurry because it didn't up-res the cutscene. His story has ended. But what about yours? Before you write your own story, choose the vessel of your power. Actually, I am going to make a save state right here. And we can do that. It's like tomorrow or something. And make sure it loads okay. There we go. Okay, well, anyways, that's the first prologue. Now we get to do it again. No, of course not. We're not doing that one. I don't need Red Altria. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to stream again sometime this week. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Whenever. And then we'll do the second prologue. And we can see the, we can meet up with what's it called? The fox wife. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. This is fun. I really like playing the game and reading out the text. So, like, I mean, obviously, I fucking do that anyways, whether anybody's watching or not. But it's more fun when there's people watching too, because then you know, then there's chat and people say stupid shit or funny shit or, you know, or conversations sometimes. That's fun. So anyways, yeah, good night. Good night. Bye. Go away.